The fastest chaos is upon us, as we are playing on Deathmatch Hyperrandom in a tournament, and we've got Ganji playing as the Turks in the blue and AR12 as the red Vietnamese. And we started with a cataphract apparently, and AR12 loses a Vil. Ganji, very known for good scout micro, I think. Okay, just kills one and then doesn't micro it, so probably not. And both got one kill with the cataphract. Cataphract here now being surrounded by camels as well. Kind of weirdly placing two castles right next to each other there on Ganji's side. I mean, how do you even place that? Like, I don't know. How would you... I guess he's crawling with castles. Also, dogs are ready for the Turks out. Both of us have the red milk terrain here. It isn't a full-on water map, but we do have a river map. 2 islands in the middle, rivers going all around that, all connected. It's probably one river, right? That's from here to here, and another river swimming in there, and then they split up. There's a back lake for AR12 if he wants to. Black Forest Fish Boom has been playing the largest Rage Forest tournament. And we do have both people housed as of now, both with 3 dogs. AR12 has them already up, Ganji only 2 of them, and I think 3 dogs isn't enough. I would somewhat like to see a few more. Build otherwise stables and 6-6 there, stables Rex for AR12. Champion Elephant, Elby the Elephant, as he is expecting a lot of cavalry, and indeed that is what Ganji is queuing, but has demos there as well. Yeah, champion obviously doesn't make sense against Turks because Turks only get spearmen, so obviously helps. Maybe it meant too many helps there, but obviously helping out against the camels. Not many elephants in queue, and camel rush being very annoying in the back. Not super deadly on the build count, but delaying the expansion nearby quite a bit. Some army has to go back. AR12 not with basically 0 elephant production. What is this? Only 6, no, yes, 6 stables, but only 1 of them is queued. Oh boy, big production issue there for our Vietnamese player. I first thought maybe he doesn't want to spend as much and isn't this making match elephants, but he did 6 stables, so he should also use that building time. And he's gonna lose a villager. Queue issue still there. I think elephant mass is kind of the way to win this. Maybe he didn't want to queue more because of the demos. You just send some returns forward, snipe them, and then cross with the elephants, I think. And now AI is quite outnumbered here. Ganji's out of gold already. That just means he is using his gold, which AI isn't doing. Now, finally, notice that he has stables and queues some elephants in their army going forward and trying to secure that castle spot. Castle has 82 HP, and that's always a situation where you really want to try to kill the castle, I think. But he is instead opting for villagers, killing 3 villagers there, so move is worth it, being a lot annoying with those Cavachers. Ganji, I think, big fan, if I remember correctly, of the Cavacher raid in the early to mid game, or like around 7 minutes, right? What he's doing right now. And is proving that it is very effective. That villager could go down as well. Oh boy, that's a lot of villagers there hindering the eco development. And that the elephant players usually needs that big time Janissary and Scorpion. So Ganji is indeed adapting to the army comp, or to some form of the army comp that Rage indicated here. And I'm quite convinced about Janissary Scorp as the backline units here. Instead of too many cavalry units, especially with the help amount as well. Galleons helping out in the fight though, could loop around as well. AR12 gaining ground. Ganji stabilizing really well though against an elephant civ and delaying the economy. Cavachers even still in the back of AR12. AR12 heavily behind when it comes to the villager count. All the expansion basically has been stopped. Only 19 villagers in the queue as well. I don't like AR keeps coming back and just push in. Yeah, he also didn't produce the elephants fast enough to push in, right? And he needs something against the demos to fully push through here. He is taking good fights, he's taking control of the middle, but AR not really the cutthroat all-in push player early on. Likes to stabilize and then go for a massive push. I think that is how AR is playing. So usually wants to like take some control over the map, set up his economy without too much crazy expansion, and then go for really hard pushes with a lot of siege to kill castles. Except for the demos. Yeah, the demos are scary, which is why I would like to see a few Rattans. He isn't doing any Rattans, and I think the Rattans, maybe not that great against Janissary, but he doesn't have any backline unit, which is quite a bit odd. Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to do Rattans because he's doing Navy, right? But the Navy could also be demoed. Not really doing many demos himself. Has some waiting there, has some securing the top. For now, it's just a fight on the middle island. Everybody's scared to enter the rivers, and the cavalry just going annoying. Being chased by elephants, not really what elephant units want to be doing. Same as running into demos, also not what they want to be doing. Oh, this is so costly. Elephants are so resource intensive. Too resource intensive to be wasted here, I fear. The heat rush by the Turks, we saw it from Nili, we're seeing it from Ganji as well. Don't worry, the fights have stopped. So if you want to tell the non-subscribers, the end was coming in exactly the moment where there's nothing. But no pre-rolls at this way. Hadi Raja, welcome into the DM show. Middle now stabilizing a little bit. AR12 eco also stabilizing, both at 200 population now, and I think exactly the moment where Regni complained, game was slowing down a bit. Demos running in there. Bombard cannon now, obviously very tough for the Vietnamese against the Turkish range. And the AR has a big issue. That is food and pop cap in combination. He has 0 on food, 40 food in the bank, and he can't make wills because he's pop capped. He has too many abilities on the field. Well, at least he has 84 wills, which is somewhat alright. Just needs to send some gold wills to farm stuff here. Like, there's not even too much fighting in the middle. Like, this should be... Air should have time right now to make farms. These units refuse to stand still. Isn't there a unit stance for that? I don't know, like, my units always stand still with the pathing when they should move. I didn't know that the pathing can also make your units move when they're supposed not to. My units are always not moving when they're supposed to move. But I trust the pathing to be bad enough that the opposite can happen as well. I don't trust AI enough to add farms. We really need farms here for the Vietnamese. Elephants is the key in this matchup. I think without elephants, everything kind of gets wrecked by the Turkish bombard cannons and cannons as well here with the extra range. Now even more range as they are getting... Siege engineers? Yeah, they have +2 now. Ah, Turks don't have siege engineers. No, never mind, nothing changed. They still have +2. Hussar raids. Ganji still trying to disrupt the economy of AR12, which is working so far because AR12's economy is only geared towards wood and gold. And I think he needs elephants on the field here. Ganji towering everything. It looks like exactly like Nili played, right? Turks want to play bombard towers. So what do people do? Nili as well as Ganji. Make towers and bombard cannons and call it a bombard tower. Without breaking the rules. Drive a car to help AR. But driving cars is bad for the environment. So let's go Ganji. Ganji obviously from Sweden, fighting climate change here against the German car industry in AR12. It's working! My analogy is working, I'm happy. And it looks good for the world to be saved, because it looks good for Ganji. Even though I don't know if all this smoke coming out of the bombard cannons is that great for the environment. So in the end, I think in war or in deathmatch, the environment always loses. Same as nature, right? With all the elephants getting demoed again. AR12 is losing his dogs, AR12 is losing the map, and I think AR12 is starting to be out of options here, weirdly enough. Thought elephants would just win this game, but Ganji making it hard for AR12, and AR12 also thinking about it a bit too late, I think, to add farms. And the map is decent for Turks, the waters are decent, reasonably sized that you can't only play demos, which is where they would be even. And the tower setup really beautiful by Ganji in the middle. We're playing this game until everything a tree is gone. It's bad for the environment as well. I don't think so that all the trees will be chopped here, and indeed they are not. AR12 even costs. Well played for Ganji winning Turks versus Vietnamese here. And yeah, that was very clean by Ganji. I think water being on the map and him adding 8 dogs versus AR12's very late. Further dogs helped him out a bit as well. The towers was a genius play in the middle, even though it kind of really is ugly. And the Cavachers, right? The Cavacher raid getting so many kills off AR really damaged AR to never being able to reproduce his first army, which he wasted a bit in the middle. Statistics, KD looking very good, plus 100 there for Ganji, and also more raises, more economy for Ganji due to the early raids. And villager count AR12 got it up there, but got it up there too late, and that CA raid here heavily damaging him. So killing the castle wasn't the right choice, killing the villagers was the better choice. My metric was wrong. Ganji's metric turned out to be right. And Ganji won the Turks. Early pick for him though. AR12 gave himself the best matchup I think he could against Turks. But it wasn't enough. And Ganji takes the 1-0 lead here. Ganji has a problem with his keyboard. So we have time for self predictions. Guys, I want to know what you think the players will pick next. Also good to resolve the prediction thing time, so I could actually maybe do it myself. I kind of want to know what people bet on. 50-50. 2 people for AR, 1 for Ganji though. And who's the lucky person who gets the rocks? Amens here, crossing the Baltic Sea to bet on the Swedes. Ethiopians against Byzantines. Amens guess. Let me think about what I think. A lot of people are thinking Ganji will go Ethio. He feels good against Persians. But Vietnamese are already gone. I feel like won't be another offensive now for AR12, so. Megas have a really hard time here though. And Air's probably not going Byzantines. Yeah, Ethiopia could also be decent against Japanese, right? They have full siege. But I'm expecting ports now, I think. Country. I go with ports, Japanese. Sai says back, yes, Japanese. That would be good for Air, I think. Okay, I need... What does bloody swell made mean? I need someone to translate that. I won't say why. I guess I could Google it. Boys, pregnancy in dogs? What? Okay, maybe I don't want to Google it. Let's go for game 2. I think it's an expression. Would make sense. Oh boy, looks like I was more wrong than you guys. And looks like Amons and Frosty are getting a point. It is Ethiopians, but nobody gets the Persians to come out. And that is like the perfect matchup for Ganji. Ethiopians, I think, is the civ Ganji would want to play in this draft against Persians. Don't really understand the Persian pick here. They're probably alright against everything that's not Ethiopians. Yeah, they are alright against everything that's not Ethiopians. So Ethio is the trap here. If you have help, if you have SO, so it's good against an offensive. That's the simple thinking I'm thinking. Because I'm a simple and humble Otter. Prediction is up. Game 2 is up as well. The song is just over of a soundtrack that nobody guessed yet. We are in game number 2. Ganji rocking the Ethiopians will throw some rocks at some elephantos. Probably AR12. Not going for early castles though. Doesn't want to go the elephant route. Maybe it's full on Savar rush. Maybe AR12 cooking something special up for us here. The Savar to counter. I don't know what to counter. They have start. To rush here. We do have an Iroquois warrior as well. I didn't even know we are in the Americas too much. In the North Americas in AoE 2. But apparently the Iroquois are in AoE 2. It has 12 attack, which isn't too shabby, but it doesn't seem to be that much damage. Only 65 HP as well, and probably won't be able to beat the town center here. Does idle some villagers, but doesn't get a kill, so rather a weak scout here. It was Star Wars. It was not Star Wars. Daniela! Raid on the Savar raid. Attempt by AR12 here. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, Daniela. Welcome to the fastest chaos. 3 sets here in our $650 deathmatch tournament on Hyperrandom. We've got AR12 against Ganji. Ganji so far leading 1-0 with a lot of Turk towers there, beating even the Vietnamese elephants. And now we have Persians against Ethiopians, which I think is a good matchup for Ganji this time. But AR12's rush is looking strong. 5 villager kills there on the Savar. I am totally not German. No. Never. And there's more villagers dead. 7 villagers. AR12 is German. I am German as well. And not the honest Otter. I said I'm the humble Otter, not the honest Otter. Thank you so much, Daniela. And also thanks for the follow Chichoteo. Pronounced that probably wrong. AR12 with a good rush, 7 villagers there. Savar paying off. Maybe we'll get some map position due to that. Isn't going for any elephants. Just Scorp Savar. And very well-deserved shout-out. Yeah, please, if you're coming from my channel and not with the raid, give Daniela a follow as well. She's doing some amazing casting and has managed to style herself after a chakram thrower, which is also amazing. But mainly her casting is great. Siege workshops on the way now. Also some rams, some bombard cannons to counter the siege onagers that will probably come out. Nothing cute here though. Ethiopians also with good bombard towers. Wait, I think I know AR12. Some bell is ringing, but I don't remember. AR12 he's about 2k RM and has been since quite a while, since 2 years or so, playing quite some DM and is really good in DM as well. And I assume most of you know Ganji. Very well-known team game player in RM and second place of Deathmatch World Cup. So the second best DM player by our last World Cup. But losing a lot here in the back. AR12 with 21-11 villagers lead. 28-12 with a huge top lead. Looking good here with the Persians. I don't know where Kelar is or everybody that is always hating on the Persians. But AR12 is looking damn strong with them. Siege onagers only now coming out. This is really looking like AR12 can take a point off. Ganji here would be already success, I think, against the second place in the DM world. AR12 looking very strong. Bridges the small gap here, or small lower elevation on the map as well. Has some eco expansion to both sides. They're not really protected yet. Forward castle, forward siege. But the Helbes Omas hard to beat for the Persians. Maybe some crossbows. No, what are the traps doing? Boy. Hey, yo, Mr. Andy. You've been asking yourself, who is Ganji the second place to? Deathmatch World Cup 5 champion is freaking Andy. And that was a costly moment for AR there. Losing 4 traps there on the forward, but still has a good map position, still has huge population lead. Now the Savar coming in from the left. SO shots, very nice. Ganji very known for its siege micro in Deathmatch. Savar not really going for the traps, but the bombard cannons are following behind. It's looking like AR12 will take a game here. This is looking to be AR12's game. Heavy push in there. And who said AR12 struggles with the big pushes, early pushes against Ganji? I don't actually remember, but someone in chat said it. And I spoke too soon. Now AR12 is losing a lot of siege here. Still has big pop lead. Idle count though. AR12 not looking at all at his own economy. 48 idols. Just trying to micro push this through. Now adding farms as he lost his siege, as he lost his like direct win. Still has with that win lead, I think, another good win condition. What a unique map. Looks like nothing the map we know. It is Hyperrandom and it's fine to generate some of land maps as well, I think. We will see crazier ones. 3 sets today. You will get your share of crazy maps, Mr. Bazidron. And we also have the heroes. But I know you're salty we didn't use Bazirandom, but we wanted also a balanced map, right? And Hyperrandom is doing a bit better from that. And we got the crazy heroes too. Looking okay for Ganji, says Kelar. Obviously not trusting that the Persians can end this. As it is a bit tough for them to end this now as Ganji has the SO army out. And Ganji is indeed stabilizing. Oh lord. Yeah, and now it's looking decent for Ganji. Still has only 50 villagers, so I think there's still an advantage for AR. But I don't know if the advantage is big enough to upset like the availability of Ethiopian siege onagers. Let's go farms, farms. Let's root for the farms, fam. There is quite some farms. One that's only 42. It looks like more. Not really the biggest protection on that. Ethiopian's not the biggest raiding civ though. Villagers are getting deleted. AR12 wants to make more of an army than 50. Still has 3 pop space though, and offering another trap to the Ethiopian gods. No, there are no Ethiopian gods. Ethiopians were Christians. To the Ethiopian god? But that's a Christian god. To the Ethiopian player. Ganji is kind of the god of them here. He has the god's eye view and is controlling everything and is taking down that trap. Took longer than I thought though. Loses one in return. Hutha trying to go for the siege snipes on Ganji. Trim those arms to help making farms. I like that one. I like that one, Ring. Let's go to the gold on the left. Yeah, we don't have markets here. AR12 is getting some stone in the right side corner. How big are the gold piles? Not too big this time, only like 500. And I think the Persians should have the better ultra late game here, right? So, longer it goes, the better for AR12 again. Relic count? Nobody seems to be too interested so far. I do see quite some relics on the map. Looks like the standard 5 probably. I see 4 and I'm probably missing one. So that makes it 5. Unbeatable math, because I'm already factoring in contingencies. Oh god, that was probably so wrong math-wise. But I don't see Zayu in the chat, so all good. You hate to say it, but ultra late game shortles destroy everything. What? I mean, as long as there's still wood, probably Commander and crossbow kill shortens. But more big fights here in the middle. Ganji now the one trying to push AR12, shifting to the left side with some stables. Castle went up on those, so Var just rocking there. As I said, Zayar needs a pincer. Yeah, probably needs to come from both sides. There isn't much mid shield here though. He's doing a good job wearing that down, so I think that siege push will end very soon as there's only 10 halberdiers around, kind of the weakness of Ethiopians. Not the greatest unicomp to protect their siege. Don't have like heavy hitting cavalry to add to their helps. Helps are nothing special for them. So yeah, that's how Ethiopians can be stopped on such an open map, right? Lots of distance between the players here. I don't think it's a map that favors the Ethiopian here, and Persians now with their new bonus, not only having commander and crossbows to kill the shortlist, but also getting 5 gold for every kill with a cavalry unit, which is making late game Hussar play even stronger. I think it's already strong to have Hussar in the end against Ethiopians, and that makes it even better. So probably makes it so even that the Persians can afford hand cannons from time to time to like counter the shuttles even more. And we do see the first hand cannons on the field already. Hurricane Bless. Yeah, for shuttles you kinda have. Well, yeah, shuttles cost 40 gold or 35 or so. We do have 3 on the field. But yeah, here come the pincers, and the pincers are working. Right? We cleared the first push. Ram trying to catch the so Ganji snuffs it out though. AR12 going for another castle, wants to go for another push, but with 27 army? I don't know, more concentrated on the raids for the last few minutes. But I'm not sure about that castle. I think we need to wait for that castle until we're pop capped. Well, we are pop capped now, but we are 2 pop capped in a way. 150 villagers! And the yes over there! 97%, 98%, 99%, it does go up, and there we kill a lot of siege. Losing some villagers is completely fine for AR, he has too many. Ganji also. But Ganji, he's playing Deathball, right? So you can have more villagers there than what AR is playing right now, which is Hussar. Mainly. 3 bombard cannons now working on that. Would be nice to be Teutons for AR, but he isn't. But he has 3 traps, so we'll probably take out that castle. I still like AR's position. Even though it looked like he ended the game at the start, I think he's still fine. Like that, yeah. Deleted like 30 minutes. Then rebuilt. Yeah, for the family it's too strong. Yeah, it also happens to me a lot. The Purple Cast is also really good now, probably against Shortles. Not good enough to stop them from killing the traps though, but one is still firing. Ganji's out of stone. Ganji's out of stone and the Shortles were targeting the wrong thing there. Now Ganji buying stone. Feels bad though with only 15 on gold. Gold is running out damn quick here. Cat Joe, the Monk Master. Can't believe you've never been in my stream before. But the more you are very much welcome over here. We're casting a DM tournament in these days, so not that much monking on the ladder. But I still enjoy them. You've been here? Ah, no, it says raid leader. Sorry, yeah. Never mind, I thought it said first chat, but it says raid leader. Actually, it didn't say first chat. I only glanced over. So you've even chatted before. If only there was loads of gold on the left to take. Yeah, nobody on that pile. Loads of stone being taken here by Ganji. Yeah, looking at all the rest well there. But very little protection on everything there on the left side. Relics also out in the open a lot by Air. He's gotten 2-1 for Ganji, who is now pushing in the middle. Managed to kill that castle. And it feels a bit like Ganji is changing the nature of the game here at AR12, trying to make something happen on the right side also, where Ganji is going now. How many resources are there left? Only 300 gold. I feel like the left should be more important here. Shortle swarming everything in the left. We do have some raids there as Ganji is trying to go for that gold that Huggie keeps mentioning. Huggie says, I think it's just way too exposed to take safeguard and secure there. Yeah, they're trying to secure it there, but I think at castle there are probably a bit more structures, but don't count Ganji struggling heavily, right? AR doesn't really have to position over there. He still has stone. Looking at the banks, I still think AR is fine though. That's a true economy. Like, if you saw the True versus Polar set yesterday, or if you've ever seen 20 True play, it looks like his back. If you kill Karambits with Persians, do you get 2.5 gold? Amens is in chat, so we'll have the answer soon. Has 30 more farms in Folosa? Yeah. I have said it's a win con, right? You said it's not. Amens thinks you can still get 5. I would also assume you still get 5. Time to check. Somebody would have to pick Malay for that. Zayu won with Malay, and I think that will be the only Malay win in the tournament. And if you get 5 gold, they obviously won't win again as well, right? Bengali wheels are no military units. That's true. Bengali wheels won't work. Killing wheels doesn't help you for the gold, Jet. You forgot the 5 gold, that's so OP in that game. Yeah, exactly, that's why I said like Persians have that win con, right? I think even normal Hussar would be one, but with the 5 gold especially, right? Every Halberdier they're killing, like when Reds get snuffed out, generating gold. And AR has 3.5 in the banks. 36 idols for AR. AR has a lot of idols. He had 47 at the start of the game. And welcome in Mr. Spinok Duraf. It counts as 1 kill. It's only a half unit. No, it's a unit that costs half population space. 12 try to make something happen on the right side. Has some head cannoneers. Trebuchet could be repaired from the other side. But the Halberdier also choose to disengage it. Well, it's not attacking anything important. It is attacking barracks. Now it's attacking the other Trebuchet, so he should probably kill it again. But AR is saving it. AR saves that trap. He should have never been able to save. He doesn't really want to save it. He wants to shoot more things, but it should be dead. Yeah, also encroaching over here. Ooh, Turkish surprise in the production. And if you're asking why we call this Indian Turkish surprise, it is because the code, I think, coined the move of the side rams pushes. And the code is from Turkey. Lily Mars. I wonder where the Persian Turks on Flemish militia. They are military units, it should work. Hand cannons. It's not the mass of hand cannons, but it's certainly helping against the Abidius. He's adding more as well, trying to go out to that little mass that Mununas hated so much that he threw it away in his opener. When AR and me were casting that and were arguing for hand cannons. So AR is following the words he's using from casting, and here comes the Turkish surprise. Instantly castle goes down. It is like a half surprise though, no military support. Normally you want military support with the ram push. And for Ethiopian it's very easy to spam a few shorters to defend ram pushes. So ram push is way more efficient against like pierce armor units coming out of castles. And especially not if the castles produce that fast, but they got one castle at least. The market wall here by Ganji. So probably wasn't worth it, but it's a castle, I mean. Killing castles in that game is quite worth it. And a nice raid on the gold here. That is really good, I think, stopping Ganji's gold. Ganji has 34 gold still? Is that just because he's sending more to that, or is he gathering gold somewhere still? Ah, he still has gold in his base. He had like 1,000 gold. Yeah, doesn't have any income anymore. 2,000. Bank a bit reduced as well. And Abelester for Ganji. Okay, he wants something against the hand cannons. Is investing gold for that. Surprise petard attack would have been more efficient. I like the way you think, Coco. He had 8 petards for each ram, and wood is running out and food isn't, so petards are clearly more effective. Is it really 8 petards for each ram? Then 6 rams? That's like too much pop space in petards, sadly. Making 40 petards, you don't have the population for that. 6 rams, you have the population for that. I think, sadly, the reason for rams is, it's a weird reason, but the reason for rams is not resource efficiency, but pop efficiency. Kelar's 1 hour game prediction is looking good. Kelar's 3-0 prediction, I wouldn't say it's looking that good. I still like AR's position. You know how much a ram costs? 75 gold, I think. So you get kind of 3 petards for it gold-wise, or 4. Wait, 60 food versus... No, 3 petards. Petards are 35 gold. 2 petards? It's definitely not 8. Did Ganji only build houses around the gold on the left? Yes, not even build them. Knock them on, and there's still a hole as well. Well, we can ignore food and wood. At some point we can't ignore wood anymore. That's why petards are clearly superior. Because wood is limited, food is less limited. Gold is unlimited. Because there's 2 relics for each. Ganji will probably take down this castle, and that still controls the 380 gold that AR never took. Also kind of true style. Maybe his Jitba bait gold. But Ganji's only baited by 1 trap, and AR isn't using that. So main fight is on the left here over the wood control. I feel like the wood control meme is kind of getting old, right? Because we don't see that many wood games anymore with non-mirror sifts. also the whole Kelar being Mr. Wood Control meme is kind of out of fashion. So I don't know if people know it anymore. Why skirms when you can go trash bow? Because they're trash bow now don't play against ARP. People said dead without wood. Some people said turtles. And the ARP are an issue because they're cleaning all the hand cannons, right? And the hand cannons are what's defending against shortels. Can't believe I'm saying shortels that much. Good joke. I actually think that's a late game comp though. Yeah, loses the castle and oh boy, is Ganji taking over. The Sweden. The Swedish. But they are really giving a good fight here with, I would think, generally rather a civ loss on land maps. The openness is helping the Persians, but isn't really using mobility, right? Map now divided kind of 50-50 here, the two towns, and we do have that valley thing in the middle. It is kind of dividing both players now. So the skill out trash units, they are sort of champions in that way. They also kill champions. Not that Persians have anything. As when it comes to the militia line, I mean, they have something. They and longswords are apparently so ridiculous that I had to sneeze. Yeah, that's what I said though, right? Earlier. Think trash bows. The arbs are a bit the problem. And when the arbs are gone, and you can probably outmaster them with trash bows. Shortle raids are everywhere now. The count is 2-2. You can see it in the bottom here. Also similar mods collected, so got them kind of at similar times. Persian castles should really help out now though with their unique technology, basically firing organ gun shots or something. The AR has a relic in his base. Oh yeah, he could have had 3. It's right next to the monastery. Oh boy. And the 2 relics are here. And the 2 relics are here. Monks being made? No. AR's trying to make a monk to get either to get this one or to get these 2 home. There's one right in the middle. Yeah, and there's 2 kind of soon not in his base anymore. As the monastery is getting trapped. I talked at the start of the game about the monastery positioning. That I didn't really like it. And the trap master is too big for Ganji. It's out of gold now, so those are the last traps. AR needs to find a way to deal with them. Has mainly skirmishers, not really trash bows there, so the shortles are a problem. Probably trash bow switch, has a good wood bank, has some wood to take at the front and back of his base still. So yeah, commander and crossbow I think needed here very soon to combine with the hostile. Yeah, it's a few arbs, but it's only a few arbs. If you make like 50 commander and crossbows, they should be able to take them out. That's exactly pop space he has right now as well. Skirmishers not really being effective, especially lacking bracer as well. And that is another castle going down. The 2 relics are out in the open. No monk out by Ganji, so isn't looking to steal them. The 3rd relic also in danger. And the shortles are wrecking everything, but we have no trash bow. Yeah, can't get to army pop anymore. 27 army, nothing in production. I feel like the GG is about to be called. Yeah, looked so dominant at the start of this game. Had Ganji to 50 pop, but then Ganji somehow, the little amount of SO he was managed to get out of a micro perfectly. And stopped their trap, transformed it into a long game. And Ganji, I think rather than using his Civ there, also using his skill, kind of using both, right? AR12 really made it a competitive game too, though, so nothing to be ashamed of, like almost killing Ganji at the start. Reminds me of almost killing AR at the start. And 2-0 for the favorite here for the Deathmatch World Cup. Runner-up with a little bit of a better KD, no trash bow switch in the end. Shotels dominating. Can't believe. Can't believe. And I will award the score 2-0. And yeah, we have a $650 tournament right now at our hands. It could be a $1,000 tournament. That would be lovely. If we would go to bet to that direction, maybe that is at least our next goal. But it's already great. We have a B tier DM tournament with $650 and all the best players of the world, or almost all the best players of the world, in it as well. The code, probably the one name missing on that list. But besides that, the top dogs are here. Ganji needs 3 minutes. That means I will also take 2. And I will be right back with game number 3. Alrighty, let's go into game number 3. And I want to see some Civ predictions for what you think they will pick. Ganji won with the Ethiopians against the Persians. So Megas versus Japanese. Eamon says, I think Port's Japanese. That's what we're gonna see. And I get a point. Evans doesn't. But it's only 1 point because we see ports against Byzantines. What do you like better here? Hello, Ovoin. What's going on? Easy for ports, says Kakoko, but I think Kakoko says that in every matchup. Gosh, I have a big Frosch im Hals. And I don't know an English expression for a Frosch im Hals. Huggie says, I called it masterpiece. Feels like a Portuguese versus Byzantine matchup. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. True, you're right. You called it. It's funny because it's true. Voin rooting for AR. Bratwurst Clown. Let's see if we see Byzantine monks. Monk rush. Healing all the army. Let's go. Probably not in deathmatch. I like monks, but TM isn't exactly the monkiest mode. And let's see about the map Reno here. Hyperrandom, and this isn't that standard, so let's reason for Bazi drawn to complain as we've got kissing Fetorias. And it's a bit sad for the Portuguese, right? Because they can make them anyways. So starting with the Feitoria, not as great when you have pink Portuguese. Very close generation there. Could also be good for the Byzantines as they can rush. Paladins coming out here for AR12. And also Cavalier start for Ganji, but Paladins versus Ganji is good. There's always a reason to complain, but this is at least more crazy than the last one. And Huggie can't imagine them lasting for long here, but nobody decided to delete them, right? You start with more house space when you start with a Fatoria. You could use that for army, but both want to keep their Fatoria, even the player that can make more. Let's see about the rush. Ganji killed one villager with the starting unit, whereas AR12 did not, but AR12 is trying to rush with Paladins. Ganji throwing up a gazillion of quick balls. These are weak though, could potentially be attacked by the Paladins as well. And what am I hearing?
Some love for the DM community.
Thank you so much, Amons, for the donation. I don't think I see... What? I was about to say I don't think I see the amount anywhere. Then I found the amount. Lord! I don't think I've ever seen that big of a donation before. I also have to cast this game. Thank you so much. That's like... In the name of DM, I think as well. Thank you a huge lot, Miss Amons. $150 for those who didn't see it. Am I seeing this right, or is it 15? No, it's 150. I have to look closer. Yeah, it's really 150. Thank you so much. Like, what? 800 now? For the prize pool? That's amazing. Thank you. Ganji killed 7 villagers with cavaliers while I was completely shell-shocked by that donation. And yeah, make sure to thank Amons with that emote. Great idea. Cameron and Regni. Salute him some DM emotes. That's a follower emote, I think, so everybody can do that. Thank you so much, Amons. That is fantastic. Sure the players will be happy, and it's great for DM. That rate $800. Ganji even still raiding with Cavalier in the back. AR12 down to 8 villagers with the faster sieve there. Like, amazing start for Ganji. And I feel like when I'm saying that amazing, I'm still thinking about the donation. Marty Lord, thanks for the follow as well. And totally Amons legend, man, yeah. Incredible, thank you, man. Siege now rolling out for AR12, has bombard cannons, has onagers, has hill advantage over the organ guns as well, so can potentially make a lot happen. Also nice sandwich there from the left side coming in with the paladins. The Portuguese bombard cannons are obviously superior, trying to attack the castle. Still habitus coming out, organ guns really good now. And the army by AR12 gets cleared. AR12 at 65 population. Prediction is up, but the game might be over soon. As what started as a great fight for AR12 ends up being a good one for Ganji. Is that just Ganji on low elevation? No, I think it's Valley, right? Both are on the same elevation. It's just really hard to see on the terrain. And then Ganji is fighting a lot from the lower elevation there. I think that might be a chance for AR12, but AR12's population really worrying. Its build count really worrying. Ganji even ignoring the castle that he's trying to get up, already killing the next one. And everything is there. That hill is disgusting. Did it still for both though? It is a little valley, so... yeah, they're hard to push over though, but Ganji is making it happen. That hill kind of the only thing that's getting good for AR12, and he calls it GG. Well played, good luck next. And Camrad saying in PM that it might be a long set still. No, you are good to go, Camrad, and Za to the U. G to the G as well. Ganji takes the 3-0 lead, and we are taking DM to the next level thanks to Amons. Holy shit. Holy shit, how well played by Ganji, and holy shit, I didn't see a $150 donation in my life yet. 192 kills for Ganji. Really strong play by the Swede there, but also AR12, I think you can be proud facing the second best DMer in the world and making game 2 a long game where he was super close to winning. Had 150 to 50 pop there, but Ganji's siege micro too good to follow it through. I think really well played by both players, and I think both can be very happy here. Yeah, was coming in as the big underdog. And Yeah, and look at that on the overlay. I hope the donation goal is updated safe. It has $800. 80% of the 1,000.